Are you there? Can you still hear me? All right. Can I get started? Hmm. I want to check whether you can hear me or not. All right. All right. For this lab about basic OOP, we have 5 exercises from simple to a little bit. Oops, you can come in also. All right. Okay, from this slide I put at beginning, I put some overview about OOP and compared to the other programming procedure programming. Yeah, okay, and how and why OOP here. That's line number 4. You can look at this. Some review about the basic OOP. In OOP, we have defined a class, okay, with the member, the context attribute, and we have the function related to this class. So the system, how to implement this class from the model you define from here. We create a class, all right? We put the member and also we define the function and implement what the function will do inside, etc. And uh, for this exercise, the first one is quite simple, very for beginning, huh? Class integers. Okay, we re-implement a class integers. We have one parameter or one variable only value integer at the time, and we have a constructor integers with the input parameter with the in value, the value you want to put inside that integer, right? And for this exercise, you are required to implement the implement the getter and setter, okay, function for this class. Getter, setter. If saying about getter and setter, it relate to the character of OOP encapsulation. Encapsulation, what is it? I put in here. Is the way that the class want to cover is the private member. For example, the parameter from this case is the in value. Uh, the outside cannot get the variable value. Instead, they have to get through the function get and set value. And that's why this mechanism they call encapsulation. And this is like quite simple. You just define the getter and the setter. The get, what it gets, it return a value, okay? And the setter is set the value for the values parameter of integers. So it's simple. We forsake with the set int value. We assign this value for the values members of integer class. And in the int get value getter, in the getter, we return the value of the integer. That's it. Simple. And this mechanism they call encapsulation. All right, but remember on characteristic or one um, attribute of OOP encapsulation at the exercise number 1 encapsulation. It's okay. So far, exercise number 1, and can I move to number 2? Everybody, is it okay? Hello. Okay. Can I move to number 2? Exercise number 2. Uh, Hello. Are you still there? Oops. No one answer. All right, thank you. One guy answer. Okay, coming to exercise number two, we will work with the class name champion. Okay, we have the value of with the parameter ID, how damage, and we have one special member called with the name number of allied champions. And this it's status int. What is status? When you put static in front, what's the difference? Okay, check it out with the link I provide to you at the end of this slide. Talk about the status member in class. All right, status. Okay, I'll show you also. I will exit this and I move to the last slide. Have a status member of C plus. Open this. What's static member? All right, if you have the keyword static in front for the member, the variable of class, it means that the static member is shared by all objects of class. Or it means no matter how many objects you create from the class, okay, there is only one copy for the static member. And this a static member is belong to the class. It's not belong to the objects. Okay, it's an instant. And that's this. Check it out. And your task will be for this. You be write a constructor, destructor, and all for all class member. You have to implement for the champion. What does it mean for the K champion? In front like this is constructor and deconstructor. Okay, and you implement the function called attack. Okay, and return a boolean value, and also the function get health return an integer value. And we have the others, the last one, function get number of allied champions. It's the integer return, and this function is static. What is static? We shall mention about function or the member. It has only one to use for all the instance of objects of the class. All right, and the explanation for the exercise number two is it champions. The name of the class has its own member ID, how and damage. Okay, they call the instant member. And also we have a special member, a static member, number of alive champions. This value do not belong to any object. Okay, it belongs to class itself. Hmm. And at the last function, static integer number of alive champion is used to count the number of existing champion object in the system. And for this exercise, the champion finds its other and then print on the screen about how many champions are still alive. Strong remain. Okay, the high value, etc. The information for the exercise number two requirement, and you will be required to implement the constructor, the constructor, and all the class in the method. Comment. I forgot to share the other. Okay, I will present and share this again for the tab. Okay, the number two at the top and still share the status towards all this. And checking out for the exercise number two for champion class, you can see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, three functions for you to implement beside the constructor and destructor. All right. Talk about the time of constructor of C++. Theories, we have 5 times, but normally the first 3 or 2 is common, is popular. And property of this structure, okay, you have read this. And coming to exercise number 3, is this okay? Can I move on? If you have any questions, drop me an email or just simply text in the chat box here. Exercise number 3, we're coming back with the class integer. Okay, and for this case, we write the operator function. It's like operator function, assign operator equal greater, less, um, plus, etc. Okay, and after we successfully implement for the operator, we can use the operator to implement the math function, return an integer value. Integer, what integer? Return here is the return a class integer here. Okay, and for this we have come into a definition of overloading. And for this case, operator overloading. Okay, we have a syntax for this also, and also put a lot of link at the end of this slide for you to have a look at and make use of this and understand further. And they also already have an example for you. You should come and make your own for this exercise. Okay, the syntax for uploading. Remember, we have the operator keyword here, and then the operator to define. Okay, the argument list, etc., and the body of the function. And that's it for exercise number 3. You're overloading the operator. At the end of this slide, I put about 3 or 2 link for you to guide you for the exercise. All right, coming to exercise number 4, we come into the Caesar cipher. Okay, this kind of coding method, and if you can search this online, you have something like this. Okay, it's like the way people they encode and decode your message. Okay, and here the example for this case, we have a class Caesar message, a message for input, and we have a constructor, 2 constructor, and we have a destructor, and we have the encode and decode, with the key is in the ship. Okay, the number we want to ship, and what is this? And the task is also implement the constructor, destructor, and encode and decode method. Okay, let's choose the example. Oops, I will open this link at the end for you. I will access. And you see at the end, I put here, see the cipher in CNC++, example for you. And open it. And we have a look now at crazy programmer website. All right, coming here, you see also. Okay, coming easy to have example like this. I will make it bigger. Okay, for example, we have a message. Everybody still hear me? A S yes E. Okay, and if the shift number is 4, it means if A receive 4 position in the alphabet, it means A B C D E, right? So comment will be the encrypted message will be A replaced to E, right? And S at coming nearly the end of the alphabet, and then the return that's at Y, yes, and A, B. So it will be B, right? And etc. for the comment. But the way That's the CISA message, CISA zipper dimension. The key thing is the ship number here. You want to ship forward, it means forward, okay? It come forward. A will come E, S will come D because it have a loop, okay? And coming to the end of the alphabet, I will call back to A, B, C again. All right? Is this okay, everybody? And here, for example, how we can decrypt. Okay, we have the input for encrypted and coming back to original message. It's again, we need the SIP key. Look at the example. All right, we have the output and we have the SIP. It will go back. Okay. All right. That's about the scissor cipher. And here's the example also. But the shift by two, if by two different, right? A will be BC, right? That's C, TV, etc. And this is where this great message we we set out, huh? But the safety by how many we don't know is that. And if we want to decode, it come back, we need a zip and we return a original message again. That is the idea for this exercise. Hello, is it okay, everybody? Hello, hello. Coming. Coming to the last one, okay. The lastly coming back with the class champion. All right. We have the integer. Now we have a kind of protected. We have the health, armor, magic, reason, etc. We have a champion. We have the extra function. Take physical damage, take magic damage, and we have the bring now status. We have uh, the method, abstract methods, and the task you also have to create two class, champion A and B, the inheritance champion class. So for the exercise, we just take it out with the feature or characteristic of OOP. They call inheritance, okay? And in inheritance, we have a two definition of super. Super is a kind of father, huh? And the sub is the son or the child. Just easy to understand and remember. Derived from the super. So here the example you can see on the screen. Here we have the super class named vehicle. We have a member, the variable, and also we have three functions: fuel, amount, capacity, apply brakes. All right, and from this super class, the derived class will have a class for parts, car, and car. Okay, and why and why people use this inheritance? Because they want to reduce the function from the superclass and also the member from the superclass. And there's some case, and the other people out there, they also call it the pace or the derive is the same, okay? The pace or super the same, the sub or derive is the same, okay? Or some people can call it the father and the child or son. And there are many we call of inheritance. Class A's inheritance derived from two class B and class C. Okay, or class at the two level. You can see that class B is the based on class C and class A based on B. So we have the level of inheritance hierarchy. Okay, coming next is more complicated. You see it like a tree, right? A tree of inheritance tree for the class inheritance here. The father and grandfather, etc. And the first reading I put quite a lot here. Maybe three slides, okay. And the first is the overview of C++ with OOP. And the second link here, the Vietnamese, okay, the Vietnamese version of COOP part one. But from this part, you can comment to part two, three, etc. from this link. And some useful link how we can use the tool to generate the getter and setter in encapsulation in OOP in Visual Studio. Okay, and this Stack Overflow question, and people present the way they can make Visual Studio to automatically create the getter and setter for them. All right, and how to implement constructor and destructor and overloading. You can see here they have two linear overloading for operator and function. I put poll because I saw that is quite useful and easy to read. It is easy to understand from a tutorial point and Java points page. Refer to the overloading. So I think that you should have a look around and to check it and make uses and to make your exercise. Um, and the seeds of cipher, I already saw you earlier. An inheritance and static member, polymorphism. What polymorphism? Open the link here, check it out. Okay, polymorphism. It refers to the virtual member. Okay, when talk about the characteristics of OOP, we think if they ask you about virtual something inside the class, we think of the characteristic polymorphism. Okay, here I put it already. All right. And that is for today with exercise very simple, quite passage for OOP. And we have one week to finish it. Just drop me an email if anyone email me, and after maybe a few days, 1 or 2, 3 days, I did answer. Just please resend it again because maybe some case my mailbox is some mistake. So I maybe it's a keeps it and maybe I didn't see it. Yes, so just resend it again if you have any question. All right, and coming back to the main page of our page. Okay, you have the final test. Okay, at the same time here for both class. Okay, and you required to present earlier before the time. Uh, and the review point, I will send out you the message this week, okay, to prepare for the final test at the lab. Mainly, I will design a test around maybe three exercises, but very quite basic. And if you cover on the slide, I provide this from the lab 1 to lab 8. You can make it. It's no problem. Okay. And now for you, I put the chat attendance here. You can come in and then check your attendance online here. Not type in your name on the conference charts meet no more. Just come here, check attendance. And also remember, this week we also have the quiz for the basic OOP. And today also the deadline for the lab 7. And that's it for today. Okay? It's okay, everyone. Any question, just feel free to ask, okay? Status member class, okay, polymorphism is different, okay? Status, status member, I have the link here. Status, that's different, huh? Polymorphism and status different. Oops. Coming to the end. Okay, static member here. And why they use static? Polymorphism about the virtue. The keyword here. Static, it belongs to the static belong to the class. It's not the instant, the object, any object. It's like the constant in programming, constant. Okay, static. And polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Okay. For it here, the virtual member. And here, the mechanism of virtual member. If you define something here as a virtual, okay, for example, error virtual integer. Okay, virtual integer. So it means that, okay, this function can be redefined as a derivable class. Okay, so if come in a class, they inherit from this polygon. And inside it, we have the function. Okay, for example, rectangle, triangle, they can redefine, okay, this function because before it have a virtual. This is okay? It's quite basic, and here we're trains forward also. Hello. It's okay. Yep. All right. So different static, right? And polymorphism. Static is a call from the class itself. Different instance. It's an object of class. But polymorphism is used for inheritance. Okay. Is this okay? Yep. Are you still there? All right. Yeah, complete link, very simple, very basic, which trains forward also about polymorphism instead about virtual function. All right, that's it. And you come to the e-learning page at Lab8 and change your attendance from the link I put there. And initial code and everything there. And maybe as soon as possible this week, this weekend, today or tomorrow, I will send out you the guideline for you to review and prepare for the test next week. Okay, the offline next week. All right, that's it. Okay, thank you for this morning, and I hope you at the time you also have a lot of exercise, right? Wrapping up the course. So have a nice days, and drop me an email if you have any question. Okay, bye bye.